I'm encouraging you to take a self-assessment as your guide. This is Dr. Cortez D. Sims, and share with everyone you know that there are 16 reasons that I want to point out. I couldn't give you all 16 reasons in this one. You know why? Because I don't want to bore you, and I want to give you things in incremental measures. All right, is that okay? So here's the last phase of it. All right, I've already given so many in the first one. I think it's about 6, and in the second one, part 2, there should be about another 6. All right, and then I want to give you like the last set of ones. All right, so here we go. All right, so if you're deciding perfection over taking a risk or stepping out on faith, you may not ever get what you want. You know, it got to be this way. I got to make sure everything is all together, then I can move forward. I got to make sure everything is in place, which is going to make you procrastinate, you know. But you got to make sure everything is in place. All your T's got to be perfect. All the I's got to be dotted. Everything got to be measured up. It has to be the perfect color before you move. And guess what? It's before you know it, it's going to be another year. It's going to be another 2 years. It's going to be another 3 years. It's going to be so many months. And you're going to be still talking about, we still trying to get things together. And that book should have been written 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, yet alone decades. All right. Number 2, when you have faith, but you're lessening your faith, you're diluting your faith and your belief in yourself. Yet alone, if you have a faith partner that you are in connection with, that you have faith and you downplaying it, you're watering it down, which makes you have little to less faith. It's hard to get the things you want because the faith is a builder. You know, it's definitely a partnership. You have to have faith. All right, F-A-I-T-H, forsaking all, I trust him. All right, you trust him, the him that's in you to move forward. But if you lessen in it, you will not get what you want. All right. Number 3, if you're measuring timing against opportunity. In other words, I say this again, if you're measuring the timing of the opportunity, if you say, well, you know, if I have a little bit more time, I'm going to stretch the time window, and you have the window because you're already aware of what you need to get done. But if people are like, no, forget it. I'll just go ahead and just wait till next year. And you're going to never get what you want because the window of opportunity was sitting there before you. And you were just nervous. You were just scared. You didn't have courage. Let's just admit it. And having that mindset, you will never get what you want. More than likely, you may never get what you want having that mindset. All right? Also, if you lack applying discipline, telling yourself no when it's supposed to be no. Telling yourself yes when it's time to move forward. All right? Telling yourself I need to be less off of those distractors, okay, that prevents me from getting things done, getting things written out, all right? Putting your phone on do not disturb. Telling your family, say, listen, give me 4 or 5 days to get back to you. I'm studying. I got to get this thing done, all right? That's not applying the discipline, all right? Last but not least, when you're not writing your vision, your dream, your idea out of your mind, when you don't put it on paper, when you don't write it in your tablet, when you don't write it on the notes, because you're full of all these ideas and you think it's just something fun to do because it struck you or something came to me and all this other little stuff, more than likely you will never really get that. Because you know why? Because it's not enough to That's not important enough to put it on paper. Do you not know that things move, things are honored, things are respected when it's in writing? All attorneys, all judges, if you don't have any proof of evidence that's not written down, a vision or some type of image or some type of stock image of something, you cannot prove yourself to be an innocent person that should have the freedom. You will look guilty as charged for not putting things because you didn't provide evidence of what was given to you by dream, vision, and idea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not do this thing to yourself. Let's stop this type of behavior. Let's stop putting things off, because I've already given you 16 reasons why you may never get what you want. But let's do this in reverse. For the last one that I mentioned, let's start writing the vision down. Let's make it plain simple. If it sounds stupid, it's not stupid. It's just in your brain and it needs some cultivating if you think it is. But guess what? Let's try to put the information out there. Don't feel embarrassed about something, because most of the things that we're doing right now, and most of the things that we're patronizing, most of the ideas that we're buying is because somebody thought it was a fluke. They thought it was silly. They actually thought it was very immature. And come to find out, it was a hit because it was something that somebody didn't think about, or they thought about it and didn't write it out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Dr. Cortez D. Sims. Please subscribe, please share, please press like about the 16 reasons. Yes, and it's in 3 segments about the things that you may never get if you operate like this. But I'm encouraging you to operate in the opposite. There's a biblical scripture that says that evil communication corrupt good manners. Let's not be evil. EVIL is the word live backwards. Let's not live backwards or do things backwards. Let's move things forward before we even get to 2025. Take care, Teacher.